It's your boy, the video game hunter. Alright, this is what I gotta tell you guys. Normally, I do pick up videos and all that fun stuff. I do a few movie reviews and all that fun shit. So, this is what I'm gonna do for you guys. I'll do a movie review. I watched two movies with my wife the other day. We watched Dunkirk and we watched The Atomic Blonde. You guys can hear a train in the background, but pay no mind. Um, First one we watched was Dunkirk, with the exception of a motherfucker sneaking into the movie theater and sitting in my seat. It was all right. If you like wartime movies, especially World War One movies, I like World War One stuff, video game World War One stuff, and World War Two. But World War One is different. I enjoy those type of scenarios and stuff like that. But it takes place in Dunkirk, which I believe is off the coast of, I want to say, I think it's France. I'm not 100% for sure. But during the war, they were stranded at Dunkirk. I believe that based on a true story. Not 100% for sure. But I mean, if you're looking for a backstory, there is no backstory. It just hops right in. I asked my wife, did we miss something? Because, we showed up about 5 minutes after the time, which normally movies wait about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, with all the previews, and, sometimes the theaters and stuff are. Better turn it this way so we don't get any people in there that we don't need to get in there. Basically, it just jumps right in, and I don't give you no backstory, no nothing. It starts out with this group shooting, and I mean, it just hops right in. Action packed, great movie. I mean, I watched it at my local my cheap cinema. Because I don't like to pay a lot of money for movies, especially if it's ones I don't know nothing about. But apparently, the guy that directed the movie was his very first directing position, and he did a fantastic job. It's a movie that's about the English the English fishermen that go and pick up all the guys and whatever left from Dunkirk, and it was pretty good. They ranked the movie, I want to say, 7 out of 10, which I believe is a little light because I mean it was pretty damn good. Um, Let me think. I'd rank it probably an 8 out of 10. I like to watch movies and everything, but I've watched some stinkers and I've watched some real good ones. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but it wasn't the worst by no means. The next one I watched was The Atomic Blonde, which is something my wife wanted to watch. I'm not into shit like that very much, but they said it was. I've mixed reviews on it. It sucks. It's good. It sucks, and everything else. Well, it was. So I'm just on the fence about it. Once again, I'll tell you more about this in a minute, but started out not knowing what the fuck was going on. And Charlie Theron, fine as always. She don't take your kids to watch the movie. Let's be honest. A lot of titty, a lot of ass in the movie, which is fine with me. But I mean, I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, it's about a government agent during Cold War, with all the stuff going on with the Berlin Wall coming down and all that fun shit. I think it's more on the lines of a graphic novel or a comic book. There's a person who wrote it. It starts out at the front that does that. She's a secret agent. There's other secret agents. They gave that like a 8.5 out of 10. I'll rank it at a solid 8 again. I mean, it wasn't the best movie I ever seen, but I mean, I'll watch it again just for the titty. You know, me and my wife laughing at it because I mean, you weren't expecting it. It just boom out of nowhere. Starts out whether she's covered in bruises and all that shit. Looked like she got the shit kicked out of her. You catching fuzzy side boob with nipple. You know what it is. And then the camera cuts out as she gets out of the shower, out of the bathtub, and ass, boom, right there. And then it cuts into the movie, and it's all over the place. You got to really follow it. But two solid movies. I mean, if you're gonna go watch them and not pay a lot for them, go watch them. I wouldn't watch them for $4 a piece at my local cheap cinema. So me and my wife went and watched for $16 for two movies, which isn't bad. And I don't always buy new movies when they come out. It's only if they're good I'll buy them. A lot of the time I wait till Black Friday if there's anything that I kind of want to buy, but I don't want to spend the money on it. It's like I didn't watch Fast and Furious 8. It was 8 or 7. Well, the new one that came out. I wasn't gonna watch it. I wasn't gonna go to the cinema and watch it because I was like, it's not gonna be the same without Paul Walker. But I'll do a review on that for you guys too. I waited until it went on Google Play because I have a Google rewards, and I do surveys and stuff, and they pay me like 10 cents, 20 cents, $1, or $2, stuff like that. So I just wait till I get money, and then when I want to watch a movie, I'll rent one, or I'll get a free rental on there, or I'll get $1 rental, or $2, whatever. I was talking to my wife, and my mom's a Fast and Furious nut, so we went over to her house and watched it with her because they got their Roku stick and all that fun shit. Like I've got a smart TV, so I don't need one. And we hopped into it, and I wasn't too for sure about it because Fast and Furious stories got right around the same storyline, but it was it was good. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't watch it at the theater, which is fine. I'm gonna pick it up on Black Friday because I know they have all these movies for $3-4, so I'll pick up about 5 or 6 of them. My mom loved it. She's a Fast and Furious nut. Loves Vin Diesel. Basically, that starts out with him stabbing his team in the back, and they don't tell you why until almost. Actually, no, they tell you about a quarter of the way through the movie of why he did what he did, but his team doesn't know. Same cast, kind of. Got, a couple older people hop in. Got a couple newer people. I mean, for the most part, it's old people. Very sad towards the end of the movie. If they were gonna end the series, they need to end the motherfucker right now. They should have ended it when Paul died, because it was a perfect ending. He rode off into the sunset. That was it. It was done. But they decided to throw another one in, and they did it tastefully. The way that it ended, I won't give you guys the ending away because I'm sure there's people out there that haven't watched it yet. And really good. I give that another 8 out of 10 because it's pretty smooth. I'll throw another one in here. I watch old TV shows too because I got Hulu, and we ended up anytime I see videos or something about an older show, it's got funny dialogue in it. I keep seeing something for I think it's called Southland, with Michael Cutlets in it. And I was on the fence about watching it because, it's another cop show, all that fun shit. So I end up putting on the first one, and we're now on to like 3/4 of the way through the second season. And I started watching it at the beginning of last week. So I'll watch 2 or 3 of them at a time. Maybe, I don't know, it just depends on how the day's going. And if you were going to watch it on Hulu, and you got a Hulu subscription, watch it. It's really good. It's only got 5 seasons, but it's really, really good. It's not your typical cop show. It's not like Law and Order. I get sick and tired of that show. I quit watching it. But it's solid. You guys would like it. For my whole 19 to 25 followers. If you like that sort of thing, that's cool. But there's plenty of shows on there to watch. There's plenty of movies on there to watch. We watch a lot of B movies. That's what you get on Hulu and Netflix. You get a lot of B movies more than anything. And I laughed because we were looking at through Netflix the other day. We could never remember the name of the movie we went and watched at the movie theater. There was 2 of us in there. It was me and my wife, and that's it. And we ended up going in there and watching a movie called The Boogeyman. I didn't even make it through the whole movie. I left. We watched about 15 minutes of it. My wife said, "This is fucking stupid." And we left and watched another one, which was awesome. But I do have another. I picked up something really, really cool, and I don't have it with me once I do it. Put it in here. Let me tell you this. That's some stuff a few people don't have. I haven't never personally seen it, and I've kind of got it sold. I've been sitting on it for about a week and a half. I've been debating on whether to do a video because it's only one game. I bought 4 off of this guy and kept 1, selling the other 3, and I listed 2 of them, and they were gone in 5 minutes. So, but this one's been a little bit harder. It's a Super Nintendo game, and it's heavily, heavily priced. And I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. I'll tell you this: it's the less seen. It's one of the least seen out of the Big Boys Club. And if you guys know Super Nintendo, well, heavy hitters. It's above $150. And it was, when I seen it, when the guy sent me the picture, it was ridiculous. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Bag it up. He told me what he wanted for it. I'm not going to tell you guys what. But I'll lead into it a little bit farther. It was a good enough deal that I had slip and fell last week and went through my tub. Because I'm a big guy. But the tub was old. And my leg was all cut up. He rolled me that night. And he's like, that night or the night after, something like that. And he's like, "Yeah, I got these games." He said, "I'll sell you all of them for like $150. And I'm like, I don't want all of them. A lot of them are bullshit. And I'm looking there, and there's 4 that I want. I'm like, I said, all right. I said, well, what would you do on these 4? And he gave me some ridiculous price, like really, really, really good. And I bought them. And I've made my money back on them, so I'm into this game for nothing. But I paid more than I paid exactly what he told me he wanted for it. People would say, "Oh, you can't do that. That's wrong. You can't give somebody so much for a $300 game or a $200 game." When I ask you how much you want for it, and you tell me a price, and I like that price, it's not my obligation to tell you. And a lot of people forget that. That's where a lot of video game stores get you. I've talked to a gentleman that I know, and I've said this before. He had a Bubble Bobble 2 game come in. And that wasn't the only one. He had Castlevania Dracula X. He had Evo come in. He had... no, he didn't have Evo come in. He had another $200 or $300 game come in. And another $200 or $300 game come in. And he told this guy what they were worth. And he said, "I don't give a shit what they're worth. I want rid of them." They were my sons, or they were somebody's who had passed away. And he said, I can only give you $10 a game. And he said, I don't give a shit. I want the money for him. He ended up giving him $20 a game for him. Or so he says. But he let this guy know what he had. And he said, you can make a killing on eBay on these. He goes, I don't want them. And he ended up selling them all to this video game store. It's a big video game store in Battle Creek, Michigan. And he, as soon as they put them out, all but one of them sold. The Bubble Bobble 2 game was too expensive. You're talking $380 to $400. I think it was listed $399, and I won't pay that much for it. Sorry to keep you guys so long, but like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to get more followers. I'm trying to do more videos. I keep forgetting. I got a lot of shit going on in my life, but I try to do more pickup videos as I get them. I forget a lot of the time, or I'll pick stuff up and it's not like super fantastic and I won't do it. My wife yells at me about it. Just do the damn videos and everything else. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start doing them. Thanks, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace out. Let me tell you guys what the day is, though. The day is... Oh, shit, I don't know. I got to check out my phone. It is the 9th of August. So, you guys have a wonderful day. See ya.